Greetings, educational researchers. This is our final video to this summer 2017's EDU 500 Methods of Educational Research course. I opened the video addressing you as educational researchers because I have just finished reading and grading and giving feedback to your final research proposals, and I'm so impressed with the level of scholarship and dedication you have put into this work. For this final video, I wanted to honor and celebrate that hard work by offering quotations from each of the papers that you have offered in the course. I'm particularly bringing out quotes that demonstrate the high level of scholarly tone and your knowledge of research methods that you've gained this semester, as well as the weighty topics you are all picking for educational research. So I'm going to go ahead and read from the quotations to celebrate and honor the work that you've done this summer. The differences between urban school districts and suburban school districts has been a continuous question to researchers and has been studied numerous times. This report questions how school culture has an effect in urban school districts versus suburban school districts, with a focus on the middle schools, and describes the breakdown of more specific aspects of school culture. This study is worthy of investigating because it significantly points out major differences among urban and suburban middle schools, while also providing the opportunity for continuous research and potential solutions to close the achievement gap. A device that is so prevalent in society and so clearly capable of causing distractions must not be ignored in the classroom simply because of differing opinions and perceptions. This research will develop a cell phone policy which guides use in education that is appropriate for implementation in all secondary classrooms. It seeks to balance the positive features cell phones offer with the negative in order to create a policy that harnesses this powerful technology within the boundaries of the classroom. The research study will employ a mixed method approach, utilizing interviews, questionnaires, and additional quantitative means to gather data leading to the selection and monitoring processes. Initial selection into each sample population is naturally randomized because it is based on actual student performance, as recorded in teachers' gradebooks. The sample gradebook, Appendix A, highlights the various hypothetical conditions under which student grades will qualify him or her for the study. The study conducted will be a mixed method approach, as both qualitative and quantitative methods of data collection will be used, specifically qual. 2 surveys will be given to students initially. The self-report coping scale will be given to students initially to understand their problem-solving ability level. This survey will also be given to students at the culmination of the study to see if problem-solving ability in the students increased. Parental involvement is not something that can be defined easily. Due to miscommunication between those involved in a student's education, there are multiple expectations of parental involvement. Educators define parental involvement as being involved in the education process by helping in the school and helping out with homework. Parents see parental involvement as getting their children to school on time and solving issues at home that involve them. The purpose of the proposed research is to investigate the effects of school lunches on students in urban and suburban schools. The results of the research will dissect the differences between schools that offer free or reduced lunch and those that do not. My intent of the proposed research includes examining the quality of the school lunch as well as its benefits. With the adoption of the Common Core standards, not only did the content standards change a bit, there was an addition of the standards for mathematical practice. Many of these practices include a push towards written expression, including constructing viable arguments and critiquing the reasoning of others." End quote. Bastiga, Cantine, Fontana, and Casa discussed their implementation of debate journals in mathematics classes. Quote, "We held high expectations for students and they stepped up to this challenge. The development in their writing conveyed deeper understanding of mathematical concepts than what they had previously realized or communicated," end quote. Using the journals, the 3rd and 5th grade students were asked to comment on and discuss responses with their peers, as well as write their reasoning for answers and complete error analysis. This researcher aims to use existing literature in the area of guided reading, presented here in order to teach guided reading in a systematic way. Kid stations will be used, as described in this literature review, in order to provide effective practice for students while the teacher is working with the group. Groups will be flexible and allow the teacher time to teach students strategies to positively influence their comprehension, fluency, and accuracy in reading. The qualitative data I receive from the teachers will be organized by type and theme. I will keep all the interview question responses organized together, and then subcategorize them according to theme. For example, I anticipate a theme of stress. Therefore, within my interview responses folder, I will have responses related to stress within that folder. Teachers will also take an introductory and conclusive survey and participate in weekly responses. Data collected from the study will come in 2 forms. The first type of data is quantitative and originates from the 5 administrations of the Early Adolescent School Role Strain Inventory. Each item yields a numerical score, therefore a numerical representation of frustration of young adolescents in middle school. The data collected during the study will be best analyzed by computing the delta between administrations of each participant. This study will take note of the roles that students play in the classroom, as well as the role that students using fidget spinners takes in the classroom. Students will be used as a primary source of data. Each student will first complete a spontaneous activity questionnaire that asks them about fidgeting behavior. This test was created by Carrier, Selly, and Smilek. This questionnaire will be administered to students in August in order to identify students who feel as though they fidget. This data will then be used to help select students that feel as though they fidget. This questionnaire will help provide qualitative data on students in order to aid in choosing the students to participate in the study. Observations of the classroom will be taken twice per week and will be conducted by either myself or another educational staff member. So thanks for taking the time to listen to some of the highlights from your hard work this semester as a class. Note in those quotations the level of dedication to framing a problem that's important for us to think about and research, to looking at the existing literature, to designing instruments and methodological procedures to take place as interventions, depending on the particular project that is being worked on. I'm very impressed with what you've learned this semester and how you've put that to work in your research proposals. So that's it for this video, and that's it for the course. I will finish up the grading in a couple of days. If you have any questions about the course, please do not hesitate to reach out. To those of you finishing up your masters, I'll see you at graduation in December or perhaps in May for a few others. If you are on campus this fall, please stop by. I'm usually on Kutztown's campus during school hours, I should say, and I do work late on Tuesday nights. So I'm in Beaky 234, and I'd love to see you. Please remind me who you are, since this is an online course. And hopefully you have learned a lot, and please be in touch. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.